All right, good morning, intro to metalwork. So today your assignment is going to be to critique your bracelet. Your bracelet should be finished. Your assignment for tomorrow, for your asynchronous day, is to submit a photo of your bracelet. So it's due on Monday. And that's what you will work on. So to finish up your bracelet and submit a picture of it for a grade is what your assignment will be for tomorrow. So, assuming that you're finished it, because most of you should be finished it, and if you're not, you should finish it fairly quickly. You're going to critique your bracelet, and I know that your bracelet is kind of you all had to do the same thing, and we followed steps to get to that point. And there's really not much to interpret about it, but there are other steps and other parts of the critique that I think will be helpful for you guys to kind of learn how to talk about your artwork. If we were in class, we would be critiquing every single project that you do. We would be partnering up and then talking about your artwork, showing your artwork so everyone can see it. Makes it a lot harder now because people are at home and we can't obviously get together in class. So the important thing to do today is just kind of learn how to critique your artwork and how to talk about it. So, how to critique your artwork. What is a critique? So a critique is a detailed analysis and assessment of something, of an artwork usually. But how do I critique my work? Are there steps to follow? So there are steps to follow. You bet there are. There are 4 parts to a critique, and it's in this order always. You always go in the same order. The first part of a critique is to description, then the analysis, then the interpretation, and then the judgment. So it's always these 4 parts. First step is the description phase, and the one thing that you just need to remember for description is you're just describing what you see. You're just listing the facts. You're not interpreting anything. You're not putting any thought into it, really. You're just describing exactly what you see. So in this step, you're going to describe exactly what you see, just the facts, no thinking whatsoever. So the first part is to describe the subject of the painting or jewelry or whatever the subject of the artwork is. Describe the colors, the size, the medium, the artist's name. So it's just the facts. So for this example, I'm going to use a painting to talk about to kind of show you guys how a critique would go. But you can use this for any type of artwork, obviously. And we're going to talk about, your metalworking. So I'll go into, different vocabulary that's specific just for that. So this is a painting called The Horse Fair. It's by Rosa Bonheur. It's 96¼ inches by 199½ inches, and it's oil on canvas. So this is a painting that took her 3 years to complete. She's one of my favorite artists. I personally like doing animal portraits, so any artist that uses animals is kind of important to me, and I like their work. So first part is the description. So describing exactly what you see, and you almost want to think about it as you're describing it to somebody that can't see your actual piece. So you want them to picture it in their head. So the more descriptive you can be, the better. So this painting shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 horses. It's called The Horse Fair. The horses are going around in a circle. They're moving across the painting from left to right. There are horses that are very active. Some of them are running. Some of them are rearing up. There are trees. There are spectators in the background. It looks like the sky is dark and gray. And they are working on a dirt ground. Analysis. So during the analysis phase, you guys will pick at least one element of art and principle of design, and that the artist used, and kind of talk about it. So I would say that she used color. That's the element of art that she used. Most pieces will have more than one, but to be safe, just pick one. So this artist used color because she used black and white horses. They're contrasting horses. The sky, it looks like it's stormy, so it's like blues and purples, kind of giving an unsettled feeling to it. So she used lots of different colors to contrast and really make everything stand out. And the white horses, I think, really stand out against the background just because they are so white compared to the other colors that are there. And then as far as a principle of design, I would say that Rosa used unity. Everything is unified. The size of the horses, the direction that they're all going is very unified. It helps to lead your eye across the page. It kind of you starts with the one white horse all the way on the left-hand side, and then because they're all moving the same direction, it takes you all the way over to the right. Interpretation. So I interpret it. This is where you think. This is where you kind of you're putting meaning behind it. Why did the artist choose what they chose? Why did they do what they did? Why do you think the decisions were made? And again, this is where with your bracelet, there's not too much to interpret into it because I did give you the beads and I gave you the wire, but why did you use the links that you used? Why did you use the colors that you use? Why did you, put it together in a certain way? So do your best to interpret it a little bit. So I think this painting is about a horse fair, obviously. So it's kind of showing horses at their best. It's showing how agitated and upsetting it is, and they are. You can tell there's, most horses in this painting, whether their ears are pinned or they're rearing or they're running or they're jumping, are agitated. So it shows kind of an everyday scene, but it also shows kind of how chaotic, I think, this everyday scene is. And that everyday scene, I mean back, when it was painted in the 1800s. And then Judgment. So I love this piece. I love how dynamic it is. I think it's really interesting. There's lots of stuff in it that holds your eye and makes you want to look at it. And I think that she did obviously a great job with, showing this, again, almost maybe everyday scene or every weekend scene, but showing how chaotic and crazy it was. Like, it just feels so unsettled with, the horses and the movement, and then the background, like this, like I said, like the stormy sky, like the storm's coming, or, it's just a very interesting piece. And I think it really holds the viewer's eye and the viewer's attention. Remember, the purpose of a critique is to thoroughly analyze and assess a work of art. So now it's your turn. You guys are going to go to the critique quiz and follow the directions to critique your bracelet. Do your best. There is no wrong way to critique unless you just don't do it. So as long as you try and, answer the questions to the best of your ability, you will do just fine. Don't worry about having a right answer. This is, it's very, very uses your critical thinking skills. So it's very open. So there can be lots of different interpretations. So again, as long as you try, then you'll be just fine. And for some of you, this may be the first time that you've ever critiqued something, so just give it a shot and see how it goes. So this is your Schoology course. This is your assignment. So FID assignment Thursday 2/18, which is today. Critique of your wire wrapped bracelet. So you're just going to click on that. Again, this is due at midnight tonight. So this is your assignment for today. Tomorrow I will turn it off so you won't be able to submit it. And then, like I said, as long as you do your best, just give me some answers and do your best. So the first step is to describe your wire-wrapped bracelet. Pretend I can't see it, and you want me to imagine it as realistically as possible. So think about the size, colors, beads, etc. Give me at least 3 sentences for that one. Analyze. So this is where we have the elements of art and the principles of design are listed here. Choose one of each, and I did give you guys a hint for answering that one, just because it is a little more difficult, especially if you didn't have art in the fall where we went in depth over the elements and principles. Step 3, interpretation, judgment, and then your last question is, what is one thing that you're going to do for your fun or for yourself today? So don't do schoolwork all day long. All right, so that's your assignment for today. And then, like I said, your assignment for tomorrow is to just complete the bracelet. It's due Monday, so make sure you complete the bracelet and put a picture. Also, the wire earring hooks, which we started 2 days ago, those are due today at midnight. Wire wrapped bracelet is due today, and then, the critique is due today, and then the wire wrapped bracelet. Complete that. That's your assignment for tomorrow for your asynchronous day. I will be online if you guys have questions. You can email them to me. I also have office hours from 1:30 to 2:30 this afternoon. So if you want to meet with me or have any questions, you can reach out and let me know. All right, have a great day.